Elite Z MRV. This might be this disc's last birdie. This thing feels so brittle. that was it right there. She's officially broken. Go in! Hey, what is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I want to share with you guys some really cool vintage Discraft discs that I obtained in a whole big lot of discs. So I bought a ton of Elite Z Discraft discs. I'm a big fan of the Elite Z plastic in general, and some of these old discontinued Discraft molds really intrigue me. Now today we're going to be doing a quick review of the Discraft MRV. What really was interesting to me about the MRV was the fact that this has basically the exact same profile as an Innova ROC. So when I pulled this disc out of the box of discs that I bought, if I was to close my eyes and have this disc in my hand, I would have thought that it was an Innova ROC. That's how close it feels to the ROC. So we've got an Elite kind of baseline-ish one. Then we have an Elite Z MRV as well. This one has been absolutely obliterated by some sort of animal. It's been like totally just chewed on. I think this one's going to explode and break in the video today. I might feature a couple more Elite Z discs in today's video, but the main focus is definitely the MRVs because I thought it was, you know, they're so well known for the buzz, especially early on. And Innova kind of went with the ROC and ran with it, and Discraft went with the buzz and ran with it. So when I felt these, I thought it was really interesting that they had such a similar disc to the ROC that is, you know, no longer in production. We'll throw the Elite Z first and then the Elite. They just have that nice overall stable flight, but a nice little turn in the mid-flight as well. This Elite one flies exactly like a DX ROC. Just wants to pick up, hold that little bit of turn, but then has enough integrity to kind of stay straight and then start pulling back to the left at the end. Now there's one disc in this bunch that I'm super excited about that I do want to show you guys. I've never seen this stamp before, the Elite Z XS, and it's like totally just cleared out. This thing is absolutely insane, and I've never seen this type of stamp from Discraft before. I think this just looks super clean, and it's a really awesome disc, so this will be one of the few extra discs we kind of feature in today's video. And I just love how that XS flies. So good, so stable. What a dependable mold. But anyway, let's get into the rest of the video. I think most of the disc golf community is either a ROC fan or a buzz fan. And I know there's tons of amazing mid-ranges out there, but I think if you surveyed 100 players, I bet at least 75 of the 100 would have either a buzz or a ROC in their bag. So I'm curious, which one do you prefer, the buzz or the ROC, and why? So comment that down below. I'm really curious what people are bagging more, the ROC or the buzz. I haven't been known to putt too much in my videos these days, but I mean, we got to put this in. Elite Z MRV. This might be this disc's last birdie. This thing feels so brittle. I really think it's going to break in today's video. But that's a really nice birdie to get on hole 1 here. Hole 2 is going to be a very risky shot for the Elite Z. We just want to punch it nice and straight at the tree in the middle of the fairway on a slight hyzer and have it drift from right to left at the end of the flight. Ooh. I love the flight of that baseline one. As the temperatures start to get colder, the reason I think it's going to break, I've broken 2 champion leopards in the last 2 weeks. So this disc feels significantly more brittle than those 2 leopards. Both of those leopards actually are still feeling pretty solid. So I will be absolutely shocked if we get through today's video without this MRV breaking. Oh, wait. Here we go. I knew it. That was it right there. She's officially broken. I knew it was going to break. It just felt so brittle and it just doesn't feel quite right. So that birdie on 1 was this disc's last opportunity to get a birdie, and I guess it's done for today's video. RIP Elite Z MRV. All right, let's see if we can keep this nice and straight here. Go in. Oh! Wow. All right, hole 4, 214, dead straight. Just similar kind of straight shot. I'm loving this MRV, it's so good. I wish I had a rock to compare this to. You guys just have to trust me. I mean, look at that edge. This is very rock-esque. It's got the bead, it's got that blunt sort of wing shape. To me, this is just like a really awesome, it just feels like that old school DX plastic. This plastic was so good and still good to this day. And I'm really confident that that did not break. That's in. Oh, so close. Oh no. Hole 6, another dead straight shot. This one's gonna play 280. Can really power up on the MRV here. But after that tree hit, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like, there was no new noticeable damages from drilling a tree. It's interesting how the baseline aged better than the more premium line. That was the perfect line at the last tree. If it doesn't hit that last tree, absolutely pinned. That was the perfect line. And I'm not saying that Discraft needs to bring this disc back, because they don't. Because Innova has this mold down to perfection, and they've run it in every single plastic kind of mold and combination you could ever want if you're, you know, a rock enjoyer. But I wish I understood, you know, what happened to a disc like this. Because the only reason they would discontinue a disc this good is if it wasn't selling. But if, with the ROC selling so well, and if this didn't sell well, I just don't really understand how that happens. And I guess the marketing is super important. But typically, the really good discs tend to rise to the top, regardless of whether a good, you know, touring pro is throwing them or not. Those really amazing discs tend to kind of surface themselves, you know, amongst the crowd. Let's see how she handles the old flick. I did not trust it. I thought it was gonna like super flip on a forehand. Throwing like spike hyzer. All right, hole 9 requires a little slight kind of flexing forehand. I think as long as I give it a hair of Annie with a little bit of height, this seems to have plenty of stability to fight back at the end. Maybe not. That just held the Annie the whole way. That makes a bit more sense. All right, guys, Discraft MRV. Really, really great disc. I would definitely recommend if you get one, get it in the Discraft Elite plastic. This plastic held the test of time a lot better than the Elite Z did. And this disc must have been stored outside or stored improperly, because I knew the second I felt this disc that it was going to explode when I hit a tree. So the Elite Z MRV, maybe one that was stored properly, will be in better shape. I've got some other Elite Z discs here that I'm really excited about. Again, in particular, I'm really excited about this Elite Z XS. This is the same plastic as this. This feels like brand new, beautiful, just like some solid old school Champion plastics, just a hair grippy, but has that really nice kind of durable feel to it. So I'm not, I mean, seeing as how it was probably a dog toy, it was probably stored outside. So that's what's gonna happen to your Elite Z if you store it outside, you hit one tree, boom, disc is gone forever. The Elite MRV, absolute gem, insanely good flyer. Let me know in the comment section down below if you know why they discontinued the MRV. Sometimes companies will change manufacturing styles and maybe some molds get lost or destroyed along the way. So maybe that's what happened to the MRV. But I think this disc, particularly if you think about this disc during the time period where it was most popular, this thing went toe to toe with the Innova ROC all day long. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that have thrown this disc and probably would agree with me. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. You guys are watching Iceberg TV. I appreciate you guys so much for watching my channel, and take care.